Hello and welcome back. I'm bballjo and this is Railroad. So far we concentrated on all the easy stuff, but we're gonna crank up the complexity with red contracts today. This is working, which is awesome. I let this run for a little while. We have a little bit of money, but trust me, we're gonna spend through this so fast that we don't even know what's happening. So yeah, so far we just did green. And I feel good about that. And now we have to get here. Regional trains and freight trains. I will tell you right now that freight trains are safer and easier to play with, but they are slower to give you more red coupons. Red trains. The icon up here. Like, you want a lot of those to do everything that we want to do here, because there's really cool automation waiting for us, which is shunting and stabling. Those are great, but if we just do freights, we may not do a lot of stuff very quickly. So I'm actually going to start against my recommendations and start with regional trains, because we should be able to do a lot more with these a lot faster. They're not going to block the network for very long. So here goes nothing. Press E to see what happens. Why a regional train special? I will show you. Don't worry. The first thing you have to do is purchase a new building. It's this dispatcher office. And you probably want one or two of them. I'm actually going to add one there. And Offenbach, do you want one? Actually, we're going to place them everywhere because we do have a little bit of cash sitting there. And they're only here for, well, giving us access to the regional contracts now with the regional trains. And this is what it looks like. Train comes in. As you just saw, it's actually starting in Frankfurt Ost, but we're starting in Offenbach. That's the first track. And the thing with the regional trains is there are multiple legs. So they're going to do this. They're going to come in, and it's currently actually not fitting anywhere, but I think I can set you on 2. Move you over a little bit. No. Move you over a little bit this way, and now everything is green, and that should be fine. So yeah, you're going to start in Offenbach. You make it all the way to Frankfurt Süd. Very good. And then what? Well, there's another leg. After 20 minutes of wait, it will come back to Frankfurt Süd. Needs to start somewhere. It doesn't matter where. In this case, I'll probably actually have you start on 1, because 1 is our exit track to get to Frankfurt Ost. And that should work. And I will actually push you in a little further so it's a little tighter, so we don't have problems with our network there. But the question is, what do we do with the time in between? And I don't know. And I found this, and I'm not 100% sure what to do with these guys yet, because this exclamation point makes me think there's something wrong, but I don't see anything that's actually wrong, which is very confusing. Also, you're trying to get to 2. I don't want you to get to 2. I want you to get to 1. And now our traffic looks a little different than it did a second ago, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Where can we put you? I want you here. Good enough. If we extend that and this, send you back just a little bit, back a little more. This one technically shouldn't move with the same guy. It's very confusing, but I don't want exclamation points there. Is really all I'm pointing out at. But here we go. So they will come through and do their thing. Travel time 6 minutes, and in 6 minutes we get a new red one. That's good. That's what we want. So train is going to come in. We're nice and slow, but there's our regional 431A0. And I do believe in the very beginning, this one comes in and says, you're already a little late because I moved the time around to a thing that made it late. And, okay, you have to wait here. Great. Now what are you going to do? Regional train's coming in here, and it turns white. That white thing, that is the scary part. That's why the red trains start to get more complicated, because they add complexity in ways that the green trains let you automate very, 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 very easily. So we actually have to do something. And we have a little bit of money. And that's on purpose, because we have to build an actual Vorfeld on this side to make things work the way that we need them to. And we have a nice little spot here that we can actually use to park our trains, which is what we're going to do. So let's get started. I'm still just working with the slowest tracks just for right now. We're going to change that eventually. But for now, I'm pretty happy with this. And I will actually, yeah, put that track there, because this is what we're going to do. I will unlock these 2 relatively soon. I just want to try to plan ahead a little bit and give myself track connections like this. We're going to have one go on there, and all of these will just connect to this track. Why am I setting it up this way? Because I wanted a little bit of extra space, so if we need to, we can add some more crossings where appropriate. which should be good for us. Going to add that crossing here because it's the only one that we don't currently have access to otherwise. And then this one can come down here, connect into that station. It'd be silly if this train would have to go around to connect to a couple other things, so we're going to put another track right there. And at some point, we're going to go down south here as well. Not right now, but that will be a consideration later on. And then I'm just going to give myself a couple pieces of yard. Yes, let's call this yards. Yardsticks. Cool. That we can have trains just park here and we'll stall them. Because again, this train right now has nothing to do and it's going to wait for 20 minutes before it does the next thing. You have to make sure that you have a couple signals here. And I'm probably not going to use manual signals again. Once you have them unlocked, there's no reason... once you have the automatic signals, there's no reason to keep switching all your stuff manually. So this should be fine. That can go in there. And this train may now... We're going to talk to... Actually, we don't have to talk to it because we talk to it through the signals. So always forget that. And just tell them, hey, go right here. Get out of the way. And that train is going to leave in a couple seconds and get out of the way. Once that train is done with doing what it was doing, and I have to triple check a couple other things while you're driving there. Here's what we're going to do. That has to happen. We need a little bit of extra track here. We're just going to double track that. It's not very complicated, but we will have to reset the signals that we already had very soon. I don't think we're going to go full bore out here, but we should probably account for a little bit of track there. No, we'll just do that later. It's just going to distract me if I do that now. So you go through here, you can go in there, you can go in there. We have to unlock this. Got to press the right buttons here. B for purchase and N for a new thing. This is new thing. Now we have some nice connections that we just have to use. But our signals that we had have other ideas. So here's what we're going to do. B again, I don't like this signal, and you know why. And impossible here because there is a path connection that's a little funny. Do I want you here? I do think I want you here. I don't remember 100% if I want you here. I may not want you here. I may not want that crossing there, actually. That's my bigger issue. So let's get our signals on here so we can add more contracts that can go in this direction, which is really all we care about here. Put one there, and then same thing in reverse. And we're actually probably going to start using... That's the wrong way. We'll probably start using... I don't think this actually works on purpose. Start using probably this direction as well, because we really don't have a lot of platforms or anything going on here. So I would like to address that relatively soon. But this is okay now. Again, we have a little bit of money, so it's everything that just goes straight, that doesn't have anything fancy going on, we can turn into but perpetual signal tracks, like so. And then we do want an arrival sensor here to make sure that we set this signal up to direct to the correct track. That should help. While we're building this, I don't think there's a good reason to shy away from this stuff. I don't want you. I do want you. Let's see. Get that connection in there. Get this connection here. No, it's occupied right now. Okay. If you speed this up, this will be fine. I played ahead a little bit. I have done a lot of practice on these tracks, honestly, to be 100% fair, to know what we're going to do, because the red stuff was eluding me for a while. It was... The shunting, as far as I understand, is one of the newer things and doesn't have full tutorials on everything yet. So making sure that you understand everything is really, really important. And that's why I'm here, just setting up our things. But by changing the track, and I only wanted to do this once, all our signals are now confused. So let's talk to them. They're going to tell you something like, hey, this is not working anymore, even though it's really the same thing. We just have to make sure that we tell them what we want them to do, especially going out here, go to Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof, so they can figure out all the things that may happen. Okay, that's the first one. The next one is here again. You can go Frankfurt Ost. Also gotten rid of that one. Great. That one got destroyed. This one got destroyed. This one wasn't working. And then I will actually use the 1 and 2 platforms for regional train stashing. So I want 2 for right now to park its train on this track. Very important when you're finished. If you need to go back to Frankfurt Süd, I don't think this is really necessary, but it should help me. And yeah, that's fine. And we're gonna do the same thing over here, because the thing that I just did, sending the train down here manually, is what I would like to avoid. If we have to do everything manual, we'll never have a very large network that we can play with. So that will be sad. Get that one there, get that one there, get that one here, and tell you again that you can go to Frankfurt Süd. So now trains that go to platform 1 will be parked here, stashed here. Trains that will go to platform 2 shall be stashed here. At least that is the hope, the plan, and the dream, and may even work that way. I think this one probably has a... Yeah, you had an old signal that doesn't work anymore. I want you to go to this signal. If you need to go to Frankfurt Süd, that should work. Then we're going to talk to all our signals here again. Hold on. And then just one other quick arrival sensor here. And this one could honestly also just be a relay sensor for right now. It's a little cheaper because all we need to do is go through this and make it to that platform. Nothing complicated here, but it will be able to get to all the places that we need you to go to. And then this one will get an arrival sensor through this guy to Frankfurt Süd. And we'll just right now connect to all of these platforms. And if you have a through platform that you absolutely need, 2 is your best bet. I think 4 may be better later, but for right now, this should be fine. So all of those are happy again. Let's check out what these guys' problems are. Oh, yeah, I moved this signal. Great. The signal right before the tunnel wasn't working, and that was what I was talking about before. And it's a little unfortunate, but it's fine. Now we just have to talk to these guys again and give them new instructions. But if you put the, what's it called? If you put the actual signal before the tunnel thing, everything works, and it can give it the perpetual signal notification, which is very helpful. So this looks good. I think everyone looks relatively happy. Let's give this one quick run through, and I'll show you the other piece, because this train is currently just parked here. What are you going to do with it? Well, at 23:19, which is in just a few seconds, we're going to have something else happening with that regional train, which, should we just accept another contract while we're here? Honestly, we probably can, because then we have a couple more things to play like that. This is the same setup, I believe, the exact same train. We're just going to get a little bit less money, but I don't care about the money. I care about as many red icons, yeah, as humanly possible. So I would like to have you not overlay that track. You actually could go to Frankfurt Süd if you want. That wouldn't really be the end of the world, because there is room right here. There's no room down there, so right here should be okay. And that will get you to Frankfurt Süd, and Frankfurt Süd will try to put a train in there. That's fine. And then you want to go get back to Frankfurt Ost, which can be on track 1. I'm okay with that. I'm going to push these a little closer together, give you a little more departure space, I guess. And because there's no exclamation point here, I'm just going to say that's probably fine. So it's a sign of that as well. There's our new regional train coming in. Let's see what's happening. There's this little symbol down here, which we have to pay really good attention to, because it's going to be very, very, very extremely important in just a second. It is this one. Once this signal pops up, and this is scary a little bit when it happens the first time probably, but once the signal pops up, you have to get your next train ready, which is, hey, which one do you want to reuse? Oh, this train is the one you want to reuse. Okay. You assign it like this, and that's a manual step you have to do until you have the automation for these things. That's the first thing. The next thing I have to do is get that train out of the way. Since I can't do it automatically, I'm just going to send it to one that I haven't used yet automatically. Okay, cool. That one can go. Then you still have to manually turn this train around, so right-click on it. But now you may see that this train currently does not have a locomotive in the front, which effectively means this train is pushing the train that we have here. There's shunting later on that we can turn the train around and put it in the front, but for right now it doesn't matter, because forward and backwards train driving can both be... What's happening here? I don't want a queue sitting there. forwards and backwards train driving both go 40 kilometers per hour, which is the speed that we have available right now for our tracks. Once we have faster tracks, that may actually become a problem, so we have to pay attention to that. But that train should come through here relatively quickly, relatively easily, and once it makes it all the way out to Frankfurt Ost, we will get our red train bonus, and that's exactly what we wanted. There we go. There's another train that really does the same thing, and this is again just where it comes in, where you have to do a lot. It's not as simple as it looks. And I love it. I really like it. There was a delay here, and that delay was just due to the other train being in the way for just a second, because that was just a setup. But I think we will be fine. We may not be fine, and we may need an extra waiting track here, but I don't know that that's going to be totally necessary. And everything seems to be working to order right now. So 2, 3, 4, we got some extra bonus points there, which is great because we have to grow this thing. So far so good, right? Regional trains will cause trouble because they are designed to cause trouble. What is this? Is this a freight train or is this a different train? It also goes through passage. It only goes through Frankfurt Ost. Doesn't actually stop there. And then it wants to get to a platform. Do we have any real room anywhere? I could send you to 1, technically, because 1 is really, really empty. And we have all the access that I want. So yes, I'm actually going to send you to 1. Again, there's just a little pimple of a blip there on the schedule, but that's good. So then you arrive in Frankfurt Süd. That's good. Let's look at the next leg. You want to just get back to Frankfurt Ost, which will be fine. Frankfurt Süd, you can go to 1. I'm going to extend this. I think the expansion, that like the departure time length increasement just means I have a little bit extra time to get back onto the platform, and it's better that way. I don't know. Maybe someone can put that in the comments. I'm probably just seeing something wrong, but here you go. That looks fine. Another train coming in, and more red train, red coupons. We're going to call them red coupons now, are going to come in here, which is wonderful. Do we have another one? This one looks exactly the same. Do we have anything else on here? This is Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof, Frankfurt Süd, and Neu-Isenbrunn. So that one goes to a different location. This is just an Offenbach one. That one we can just probably assign here in just a second. And this, as you can see, is just one of those short ones. There's a tiny blimp right in there that we would have time for, but Frankfurt Süd does not have any time for us, really. This is the earliest one in both platforms, which is not helping. So we're just going to have to put this regional train out a little bit. Now I have to decide if I want Frankfurt Süd or Offenbach to have that little extra space in between. I think Frankfurt Süd would make more sense in this case. So that one can come in here. That's the first leg. The second leg is right here, and you want to just go back to Offenbach. 3 is generally full, so that's not going to happen. Let's send you on 2. Offenbach Hauptbahnhof 3, very important. This one is not just going through, so you have to pay attention to a lot of things, which I am very, very happy about. I can't send you to Frankfurt Süd 1 because I don't have a full way to get you back down here. So actually we do. We could put a straight track down there, and then it would totally work. Because, well, then it's a full crossover. No, if you can do it on 2, I think we're going to leave it here. Arrival, departure, arrival backwards. Yeah, this is fine. Everything's green, so we can allow that. We now just have to manage the regional trains that come through here to actually make this work, and we'll see how that's going to play. While we're making this nice and complicated, and this should actually happen automatically now because we have that signal there, not the signal, the sensor there. They were parked on 1, and they're going to come back here. I'm going to actually turn them around so I remember what happens. This one is also parked on 1, so that's a problem. I'm actually going to send that one straight down to another track. Hopefully you're going to go, yep, there you go. And the sensor right now, because it's partially automated, it's always going to add something to the queue, which is not perfect for us, at least not all the time. So pay attention to that for sure. Offenbach, no. This one has a new station that we are not currently serving, and the rest looks fine. So now we're going to start just collecting points. Wonderful. Cool. Collecting points is a good thing. But we have to start thinking about the next piece because we are working with write contracts. And to do that, we're going to expand our tracks here because I would like to get a couple... oops, what's that one? Regional Express is sitting down there. Okay, it's about to arrive here, but it looks like you're a little late. No, you're still on time, maybe. I think we're still okay. I think they're still doing what they're supposed to do. So let's just assume that they are. But yes, let's take the next contract so we can grow our points again. And freight is simple, but adds problems to your network, because the main thing freight does is it stays in a station for a very, very long time. And sometimes that can totally create issues for you. I heard some beeping, so I want to make sure that nothing is really funny here. This one should go to the correct place. I'm going to leave that alone. Correct place is this platform. You already have something assigned. That should be fine. Can you actually just run through there? Yes, you can. Beautiful. Regional train gives us some money. This one is currently not delayed because it's already off the schedule, so that one can go to where it needs to go. Commuter train there. Green train is sitting here. I hope I'm not pressing any buttons I don't mean to press, but everything looks good. Got a couple red ones. Bonus points. Here is the next train wanting to go in. You need to go onto 2. That's a little surprising, but okay. Everyone is just doing what they're supposed to do. Let's triple check here. Yes, Frankfurt Süd, it's actually going to 2. I thought I made them all go to 1, but that's quite all right. And we do have 4 and 5 available now as well. Another train coming in there. That's another regional one. So yeah, we're gonna start getting some points here. Okay, that's nice. Let's prepare our freight stations for the next thing, which is the departure sensors, which we already have on every other platform, but we don't have them here. And this should become an automatic thing at this point, but it's all good. So there's one that has to go to Offenbach. Here's one that can go to Frankfurt Ost, and here's one that can go to Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof. If that ever happens, it may not, but it also may. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side, because I'm going to use both of these platforms purely for freight. Hopefully I don't need them for anything else, because that could cause real issues down the road. What are you? You are a Offenbach. This looks like a freight train. Okay, yeah, it's freight. It says it under 246. So let's talk to this guy. What's it going to do? It's going to start in Frankfurt and wants to go all the way down here. In Frankfurt Süd, we do not have a drop down because we have more things. Okay, do you want to go down there, or do you want to go down all the way to 5? If I can send you all the way to 5 and Offenbach 3, then I'm staying out of this central part, which I think will be very good. The only thing we have to do, and this is just a pass-through train, so yeah, it's actually going to fit there. Nobody is on Frankfurt Süd 2 yet, and then we're just going to pass through here again. That looks great, and we get a lot of money for freight trains. There it is. We don't have to do anything with it, but that train is going to park in a place for a very long time, and we probably will... That will probably cause some issues, and it's just the way it is. Someone was relatively happy with that regional train, most likely. But there's your freight train. It's just going to sit here for 40 minutes and block that whole platform for a very long time. Okay, there's our train. There's our signal. There goes that. And yeah, you can do all the things that you need to do. This is why I was staying away from it, because you have all this automation already running, and now just saying, you know what? Let's just do this a little different. This is a regional one. I would like a freight one that is a little longer. Maybe we're just going to do this as a regional train, because it doesn't look bad. You need to get on here. We need to get our trains to be on time to collect our red points, but this is looking really good. Shall we decline a couple of these? Let's decline a couple. Maybe we get some more contracts in relatively soon. You look the same. You're another regional one. Can we fit you in? If I can fit you in, I'm inclined to just accept you. You don't want to fit really anywhere, and you have a real arrival. You're not just a fake arrival. You could go to 2. I could also have you arrive into 4. Okay, that's an idea. You could arrive into 4 because we do have this whole connection there and everything is fine. Nobody is on 4 yet. And then 4 just has to have you effectively disappear, and then I can get you in faster. I like that. I like that a lot. I don't know what the problem here is, but I like this a lot. Okay. All right. And then we park you, because then I now can use 4 to go to a different platform down here, which is also very helpful for the near future. I like it. I like that a lot. Okay. The next leg, you want to go Frankfurt Süd to through Frankfurt Ost. You're going to go through there. You're going to go to platform 1. That sounds good. All that means is this guy now is getting a new platform sensor, which has all the finished trains, and then I want them to go back to Frankfurt Süd afterwards. Okay. I think that feels right. There's a regional train coming in right now. What else do we have? Neu-Isenburg. Where is Neu-Isenburg? It's down here. I don't want to go through here. No. I don't want to go through that nonsense right now. That just feels like a lot of work. Yard rookie dispatch. 20 trains from a coach yard. Yep. We did it. Good job, everyone. You. Oh, you're just about to leave. Okay, I was just like, what is happening? That wasn't right. When you turn around, please make sure you turn, or when you stop, make sure you turn around. There's another one. This one looks like, it's another freight train. Currently, there's someone parked there, which is fine, because I can just get you to go to platform 4 where nobody's parked. This is just another pass-through as usual, and that looks fine. Now, just someone parking on 4, and all we have to do is now match up to not have a train wait on 4 when we need it. So this honestly looks pretty much fine. It's not going to take the path that it's showing there, but nobody cares about that. Just need to get those points. Okay, so that's working. With that in mind, can I go somewhere else to look at things that we can organize a couple other items? Yeah, maybe. I would, part of me really, tier 2 of system upgrades. Wow, that was fast. When I did the test earlier, it didn't happen that fast, but this is what we needed. There are a bunch of things in here which will cost 15, 5, and 5. So we need 25 red points before we can actually do the next piece, which I will do in between episodes. But for right now, I would like to get Gressheim connected to use the northern part of this half. And this is also an entrance. I guess most of these are entrances to the network, which could be helpful. But yeah, I've already played with Gressheim a little bit and I liked it. I would like to expand what we have. And right now, I don't think I have more stations available. Good. And here's another one. Routing sensor is super important. We haven't used that yet. It's a difference between, where's the other one? Relay sensor. No. Arrival sensor. Yes. Arrival sensor can only send you to any platform in a station, but not to multiple stations. The routing sensor can send you to any station from wherever you are. And then if you have multiple platforms, you just use an arrival sensor. And I don't have this yet, but we will need this in just a second when I'm done building. So that looks good. Let's see. That train. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm looking, because this train is currently blocking that train because there is no extra room for this one to actually go somewhere else. I would like to... It's very annoying. It won't let me do it, and I cannot... Oh, because I'm in construction. Okay. Undo, click on this one, send it to a platform that's currently not used. This has to be automated. Without automating that, we're going to go bananas. That one can get out of the way. Sounds good. I don't know what my schedule currently holds, but we're going to get there. Let's expand a little bit. What did we say? Griesheim. Yes, we're going to get these two, and as you can see, that's money just going away. And then we're going to have a really long piece of track right here, but it will totally be worth it. And we want to connect... Sure. Yeah, I think this is right. We'll just connect the tracks up here, and yes, I will double track this right away. It is probably neat to not double track, but I don't need that extra stress at this point. I'm okay. We have everything that we need. I think I would then do another signal there. Do we have anyone causing trouble? Yes, we do. Wow. I was gone for 2 seconds and it's telling me, yeah, you screwed up, buddy. Okay, you go up there. We can talk to you. You have to go around anyways, and then you, once you can also go out there. It may not be available right away, but that's okay. We already have the next tier unlocked, which is helpful. And they're all going to be just delayed a little bit. Yes, you have problems, but that's because I did it wrong, not because of anything else. There's another one waiting for us. Turn around. You can go. This was this 3? No, Zoot is 2. Okay. It's getting busy. It's getting very busy. This is exactly why we're doing this. And I think they're fine. I'm going to slow down just so I can actually make sure that we're not doing the wrong thing. Get a dispatcher office out here. That's the red contracts. And then we do need a couple sensors on here. And this is why we needed money earlier, because it's just going to flow away. That one can go there. This one can be here and here. And then a couple extra signals. This is more for spacing and for capacity. If I would click the right thing right away, it would actually help. One there, and then this one will just have a sensor, and this one will be relieved. Okay, cool. Let's set these up. Hold on, I'm just going to do the infinite signals first. All right, infinity signals, they're the easy ones. Let's go get the correct signals next. Because this is that splitter, this is what we needed that new sensor for, which is down here, the routing sensor. Let's put one right in front of here. And it's very simple. You just tell it from here, I want you to go there if you need to go to Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof, and I want you to go here if you need to go to Griesheim. But this is the only sensor that you have that can do this. The other one cannot do the same behavior. One of the other ones we're actually going to use right now, which turns this one into a regular signal, but the rest should all be the same. Let's look at our signals. This one's just a relay sensor. And all we're going to do there is put one here and here. And if a train goes across this, we'll just tell it, hey, just go this way to this platform. Nothing else really matters. We're going to do something very similar on this side. Cool. That's it. So when a train runs over that, this segment will turn green, but we cannot do this with infinite signals because the rest may or may not be appropriate. Not appropriate, but it may be blocked. And we don't want that. Let's give that one the infinity symbol. Perpetual sensor. Don't hate me for not saying that the same or the right way all the time. I think it's better this way. And that should be okay, right? I think that's okay. We still have some money and we're getting some points, and that's great. What do we have? Another freight train coming in here, and you just want to go to Griesheim to Frankfurt Süd. Perfect. These are the easy ones, but they give us a lot of money, which we will need, and they give us a very easy out. And this one actually disappears once it arrives. So if I give you the 5, we clearly have enough room on 5. Nobody else is in Griesheim yet. And you can make it all the way down there. It's just going to park there and do nothing else. It's perfect. Perfect for our needs. And you want to go to Stadion. Stadion is not currently part of our thing. Stadion is down here. I don't really want to introduce that just yet. It would be cool, but we're not quite there yet. So let's keep them running. Is there anything else going on here? Yep, that one. Talk to you. Gosh, making this automated. Now, this is the reason why I wanted to show it to you this way. You want to go to Frankfurt 1. Without automation, this gets so hectic, so fast, so complicated that you absolutely need automation. And next time around, I will show you exactly how we get this automation to work right. And I'm very excited to do that. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you again next time where what is it? What's it called? It is called, okay, I'm going to tell you. This one, shunting commands, unlocks the shunting circuit. Looks like a little spider in a network, and it's the thing that everyone should build because that is the bomb. Thank you so much for watching. I very much appreciate it. I'll see you again next time. And yeah, again, I already said everything. You guys are the best. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.